Hey YouTube, Ricoknows here. If you haven't been paying attention, Georgia just sent out an offer to a 3-star athlete. His name is Matthew Outten. I'm assuming I'm saying it right. Matthew Outten. This is a young man that plays his football in Portsmouth, Virginia. I struggle with names out here. But look, man, this is a kid in Virginia, 3 stars, and he already had offers from Penn State. He already had offers from a number of schools. But the fact that Georgia is offering a 3-star athlete, that gets on my radar, and the first thing I say to myself is this kid making a mistake? Like, I hope he doesn't listen to Georgia. Well, if you're a 3-star kid, don't go to Georgia. You're going to be on the bench. There's 4- and 5-star kids everywhere, and they're not making it on the field. You're a 3-star, that's ridiculous. So I said, let me go turn on the tape. Let me see what we're dealing with here. And after watching the tape, I see a 6-foot, 200-pound monster. I want to ask the recruiting websites, why the hell is he a 3-star athlete? I watch high school film every day. If you don't know this, I do my high school film reviews. I watch HUDL tape, and I watch players all the time. Literally, twice a day, I make 2 videos on it on TikTok. Shout out to my high school film reviews TikTok playlist. But I'm trying to get kids offers. I look at kids who are struggling to find offers. I look at kids who might have slipped through the cracks. So when I finally look at a tape of a 3-star athlete, as they label him, and I've reviewed many 3-star players, I say, what the hell are we looking at here? So I go 24/7 Sports, 3-star athlete, and then they go, he's ranked 716th overall in the nation. Well, I want to tell you guys something. We're going to watch the HUDL film on this video. You will not find 715 players better than this young man. I don't think you'll find 100 guys better than him. Shout out to Georgia for digging in the crates, finding a player that fits their needs, and saying we want to offer him. Now, I don't know if this kid's going to Georgia. This video is more about Matthew Outten being way better than a 3-star athlete. First and foremost, he has NFL size, 6 foot, 200 pounds right now. I think he's a future defensive back. I know he's a great return man. You're going to see it on the tape. But I think there's things in his skill set that you just can't ignore. But Duke's been on the radar, Georgia, now Indiana, Penn State, and Pitt. I really like all these schools, the trajectory of them, new coaching staffs in some of these areas, right? And trusted coaching staffs in some others. But what are we doing? How are we giving this young man 3 stars? Wait till you see the tape. 3 stars, my ass. I look at his track times. First thing I did, it says 6.49 in the 55 meters. Okay. 10.9 in the 100. Now, this is as a sophomore. He did these times as a sophomore. 10.9 in the 100, 22.4 in the 200. I respect all this. I don't respect his high jump. His high jump's 5'6", bro. My twin brother was high jumping 6 feet. No problem. You should at least be high jumping your height. If you can't high jump your height, you're not a high jumper. Don't do it anymore. Go back to the triple jump. You're 43 feet. We're good. I'm just letting you know. Coming from a track athlete and a hurdler myself, if you can't high jump your height, you're not a high jumper. So shout out to this young man, though. I thought he looked great on tape. You see him here at Penn State Junior Day, unofficial visit to Penn State. But let's go pull up the tape. I'm going to change my scene here. Give me a sec. And let's go see what's popping, because I think this is a great 3-star. Like 3 stars is a joke. Giving this kid 3 stars is crazy. I thought he was great. Let's enjoy the tape. Got to make sure I don't have any volume on it. We're good. So this is his junior season. And like I said, you're going to see him returning kicks. Here it goes. They kicked it deep. Probably the number 1 mistake. I feel like he's extremely physically mature. And just watch him gliding, bro. Just gone to the house. And you see him pulling away. And now he's a little showboaty. I get it. But the man is raw. You don't see speed like this every day on the tape. Just do what you want. They got him up. I don't know what that corner's doing. He didn't press him. He had a safety over the top. I guess that's cover 2. But those kids won't be playing on Saturday. So you just got to kind of leave that alone. Here we go. We got the ball. We're in the backfield, almost like a jet sweep, and just let him go. But for some reason, he has the ability to stay in bounds and then make that cut. You know, everybody knows I don't like HUDL films that go into slow-mo, and I don't like you pointing at people. But the ability's here. Look at this play. No one else goes out on this route. It is a 1-route play. Max protection, and he's going to be open, and there's nothing there. Now, I have an issue with him not high-pointing balls. You're up to jam him. He's 200 pounds. There will be no jam. I'm sure it's a fast little kid covering him. But he doesn't always high point the ball. He does wait for it to come down to him. Only real flaw I saw in his game, from what I could see here, looks extremely like athletic, strong, accelerates. Look at this, breaking the tackle and gone. That's incredible, y'all. And I know they're moving at a good clip because I can see the stride. I can see how fast they're covering 40 yards, and it don't matter. Now this punter, you got one job. Don't punt it to this guy. And he accidentally did, and now the kid's gone. And it's just an aggressive speed demon. Like, you just know he's gone. Boom, touchdown. Changes the ball to his outside arm. And now he's jogging. He's already coasting. Looking like Usain Bolt on the 100 in his last 30 meters. Just jogging. I think this kid is blazing fast. There's your jet sweep. One cut. We're good. And he's just chilling. It's an elite level speed, y'all. They're not worried about the fact that he's a 3-star athlete according to whatever website, recruiting for lazy bums. Look at that move. You see that slant there? You have a corner trying to cut off your inside leverage, right? What are we doing? He's on an island out here. I'm sorry. I wanted to rewind it. It's not letting. There we go. Look at this. He's on the inside alignment. He is. That corner's there. It looks like he's head up, but I think it's our leverage from where we're at, our angle. But my goodness, it's a great route. It's a great route. I don't know what their plans are for this kid, but obviously a return man, and he's incredibly fast. There's somebody chasing him with some speed. There's a guy with some speed. I bet number one there. You don't get number one being a punk. I bet number one can really run. We got trips right. Looking nowhere else. Now their offense is problematic. Look at that. Did he win the ball? He's a grown man. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Their offense is problematic. There's no progression reads. Quarterback play is not that great. But just get the playmaker the ball and go. Incredible. There's not much. And then he starts digging. Look at him. He's just gone. Man, that's so fast. Something else, bro. Got him in the backfield. And we see this a lot in the high school ranks. But the cutbacks and the speed and the acceleration, I'm going to use a word to describe it. It's aggressive. It's aggressive. Explosion and aggression is real. But I think he's a defensive back. With the way he's built and the speed he has, I bet he can just go. But I'm sure they're going to want to give him the ball. Look at this bunch formation down here. And gone. What are we doing? What a great catch. Getting 1 foot down. No need to slow-mo it, man. I just want to see you at the speed of the game. Here they got 7 in the box, almost 8. Coming underneath. How do you lose track of the star player on the team? And then he's just a man amongst boys. Look at that. Woo! Just, what are you doing? What do you do with this? There's a grown man on the field, and then there's everybody else. 6 foot, 200 pounds. And then gone. His acceleration is just nice. I don't know why teams are still kicking it to him. It's nuts. And there he goes. And look at that. You know those kids are fast. And he's never running out of bounds. The play's always alive. I like it. This is a 9-minute film. I don't want to drag it out. I just want to tell you guys that from what I saw, he looks like he puts effort into everything. Look at the block. Blocking as a receiver. Going to cut it. 1 cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts. You know what I call this? A multi-cut runner. But look at the ground he's covering. That man just gained 20 yards. It's incredible. And they gave this kid 3 stars. I'd be screaming for anybody to listen. But you saw the offers. He had offers from Penn State. He had offers from other Power 5 programs. I don't know why Virginia Tech's not on the radar. Maybe they already offered and they just didn't put it on the short list for 24/7. But for me, a guy like this just looks explosive. Who's that running back that used to play at Virginia Tech? Was it Kevin Jones? Total monster. Kevin Jones. That's what it reminds me of, man. Just a guy. Now, I know he's not a running back, but he's just explosive. Guys like this, 20 years ago, were running backs. That's exactly what they were. And now you're a receiver. You're sometimes Wildcat quarterback, and look at the return game, though. Just very good, explosive athlete. So I love the film, and I love the fact that George is out there recruiting 3 stars and giving them that 5-star treatment, or at least identifying this guy can play at our level. He's an athlete competent with our team. This is a very good player. There he goes, Wildcat. Speak of the devil. It's a 12-yard gain instantly. He's so fast. I was really impressed with the tape. I hope you guys enjoy it. You want to go learn about the young man. I highly recommend it. That's what I do when I see an offer from a particular player at a team. I want to tell you guys, I sit back and I go, okay, you went out and offered a 3-star athlete. I need to go see this guy and why you think he can play at your echelon on your team. And Matthew Outten, congratulations. You looked the part. I think you're great. The nerve of them to say you're the 22nd best prospect in Virginia. Recent offers are Indiana, Maryland, Temple, and Syracuse. Okay. Nah, this is crazy. I don't think he should go to Georgia, even though he looks great. I don't think he should go to Georgia. I would rather see him at Indiana with a new coaching staff, and I think their trajectory is this way. But I don't blame Georgia for recruiting this young man, offering him. I think it's great. I think the fact that they can identify and go deep, we're talking about, look at that. It says ranked 695. So how far down the list is Georgia looking for players? 695? It's incredible. Shout out to that coaching staff and that recruiting department. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Peace, y'all.